Once upon a time, a girl loved to nap. She imagined herself encouraging others in a faraway place where life was fast, exciting, and challenging. Her goal? Inspire all to sleep better and dream better. Because dreaming big leads to doing big. This is my Nap Quest. Hey guys, welcome to TV by Tatiana, and today we're going to have a little story time. Story time about me and where I'm at and how I handled some recent, I don't even want to call it setbacks, but basically how I handled some obstacles that were thrown my way. So it all starts, let's say, about a year ago. And I had probably been doing Nuvet at this point for about 9 months. And when I say 9 months, I mean from actually having the idea and incorporating and then just researching and getting it all going. So about 9 months. And the first, I'd say 8, 9 months, I was just so positive, so excited. I felt completely inspired by other people and other entrepreneurs that had success stories. It really motivated me. And then about a year ago, or maybe a little bit less than a year ago, something began to change. Didn't know what it was, but this actually happened where I was at a party and this man came up with this cookie. It was a cookie. And he began to do really well, but not just really well as in he was baking cookies in his apartment. I mean, he has partnered with a huge company and has several franchises now. And it was a great story. It is a great story. And the old me would have been so excited and happy for this man. And I don't know why this happened, but I started to tear up. I mean, how embarrassing. I'm at a party, and this guy's telling me about how great his business is, and idiot over here is tearing up listening to his story, and I'm not even that big of a crier. So I didn't know what was going on with me and why I was reacting like that. And I started to realize that I was doing that more and more frequently. So what I did was I decided to work on it. I wanted to understand why was I not as supportive, or not supportive isn't even the right word. Why wasn't I as excited, no longer inspired by other people's success? Because it's a really ugly, ugly quality to have, and that's never been me. So I did, and every time this happened, and I would notice that I would start to get upset, I would have to stop and think about what was going on and why was I reacting to it. And then a few weeks ago, this blog that I follow, it's called therulebreakersclub.com, and her name is Courtney, and she's a copywriter. She's a great writer, but she's young and quirky and fresh, and that's why I enjoy reading her newsletters. But she wrote down about the concept of abundance and scarcity, and what she says is an attitude of abundance says that there's more than enough to go around, whereas an attitude of scarcity says I need to get my piece of the pie before someone else gets theirs first. I started to really think about this concept and how there really is more than enough to go around. And it almost became my mantra every time that I felt that feeling where I got a little bit upset or envious. I started to say there's more than enough to go around. So why is this whole thing so important? It's important because little did I know what life was going to throw me a few weeks later. So a few weeks later, I wake up and I have all this email in my inbox, and a lot of them were from friends of mine, and others were from people that I've never even met, but that have followed the Nuvet and the blog. And everybody was sending me this link to a product it solves the same issues as what the Nuvet does. And so I opened up the link. I didn't understand what was going on. And I opened up the link, and my reaction at first was this. And then I got a little bit closer, and I was like this. And I just examining, taking it all in. And I sat there for a moment. And I really didn't know. There were just a million thoughts going through my mind. It was not the same product. I actually had tried the way that this company had solved the issue. It was one of my prototypes, So that's why I was a little bit curious about it. But I was really, really interested in how I would react to this, because it was no longer about other people's success. It was about my own success in another company doing pretty much trying to do the exact same thing I was doing, and how would I react to it? And the concept of, I feel that you can always react in only two ways. Every single thing in life, there's always two ways you can respond, whether it be an email that you receive from someone you don't like, or a conversation you have, or whatever it is that somebody annoys you. You can react in two ways, and the two ways are, you can react loving or fearful. Loving would be that you'd be supportive and encouraging, and fearful would obviously be jealous, competitive, or defensive. It's the only two ways you can react. And I stopped because obviously I don't want to be that fearful person, and it was a quality that happened a year ago that I don't like, and was never me. And so I stopped and I thought about it. And the truth was, and I swear this is true 100% to the core, I was really excited for these guys. I was completely excited. I actually felt better that there were other nerds out there who thought that this was a big enough issue to solve and to invest in. So that made me really happy. And I liked what they had done. I liked that they had their act together. There were things about their product that I thought was great, and their marketing and branding that I thought was great. And there were things I didn't like. And then there were things that I thought I was better at. And then there were things that I saw I could improve at. So I was really fortunate that that's how I acted. And then what did I do? So once I knew I could react in one of two ways, and I realized that I was actually pretty supportive of this, I emailed them. I sent them an email. And everyone's asked me, why would you send them an email? What about your product? Don't you want to protect it? Blah, blah, blah. You file your trademarks, you file your patents, you do what you can do. But I didn't want to be so fearful and guarded and not ever be opened up to other people's success. So I did email them, and I congratulated them, and I mean it. I'm very proud of what they did. Their product I haven't seen their product yet, but from what I saw, I enjoyed what they had put together. And I just feel that more good can come out of being open to other people's success than being so closed and sheltered and protective of yours. So that is what happened, and I wanted to share that because you've all been a part of Nuvet since day one, and I'm actually really proud of myself. I know that sounds silly. It doesn't mean that I didn't have other things that set me back and that I went into an emotional tailspin, but on that specific topic, I think that if I had not encountered this block in the road, if you call it, I would have never realized that I actually had grown up. And that's huge, because that's what we're here to do. You live and learn. And so I'm very I'm proud of myself. And it's rare that I say that about myself. So I'm saying it publicly. And on another note, I have to thank you guys. You are my tribe. I mean, let me tell you, a girl, I'm in my little apartment in Manhattan, 475 square feet, thinking about this, living and breathing, working on Nuvet, now coaching entrepreneurs. It's what I do every second. And when I see that you guys had my back, I mean, you had my back when you didn't even have to have my back, and the amount of email from even people who I don't know, just watching out for me, and it was so flattering, endearing. You guys, you're amazing, and I say that regularly because I'm very appreciative of this. So on the Nuvet note, I will say, I've always said that no matter what happened, when I started Nuvet, I knew that no matter what happened in the end, it was what I had to do. And the reason being that if you put all your energy and effort into a course in a direction that you want to be in an industry that you want to be in, doors will open up, even if it's not the exact door that you had planned when you started it. So I want to say that because you were also protective of me, and it was almost like you were worrying about me, to let you know that I'm going to be okay no matter what happens. And I'm still 100% Nuvet and part of Nuvet and invested in this. This isn't over, not by any means. But you have to make peace with the fact that so many things have come out of Nuvet already, no matter what the end of Nuvet would be, whether it's on store shelves or if I just didn't pursue it. And that is, I love coaching. I absolutely love the entrepreneurial coaching that I'm doing. I love getting all up in clients' business. I live and breathe their businesses, and I would have never known my love for business and marketing had it not been the Nuvet and everything that I learned. So I tell you this, that if you have an idea and you're scared, you can, like I said, love or fear, you can go out of the fear and you don't want to pursue that idea. I strongly encourage you to pursue it, because you don't know what the world and the universe has planned for you, and you don't know what's going to come out of it. And when you have to make it happen, you do. So I really, really hope that somehow this might encourage somebody else to go after what they want to do. And that's always been my goal, and that's always my goal with coaching. And if you do have an idea, write me. I want to hear about it. I said it before, I'm running for July and August my Running Start program. It's for anybody who has an idea, product or service, and you just have no idea how to start and you feel completely overwhelmed. I love this stuff. Email me, Tatiana@bytatiana.com, and we will work together 2 sessions, and I will break it down and make it really easy of how to get that button gear and get you started. I think I deserve a cocktail for all this growing up that I've been doing recently. And it is Saturday night in New York City. I am heading out and meeting my girls because tonight is ladies' night. Want to find your nap quest? Visit bytatiana.com and sign up for exclusive updates only shared in my weekly newsletter.